Today we're going to go deep on toy haulers. Have you been looking at toy haulers, thinking about toy haulers? Do you own some form of a toy, a four-wheeler, a side-by-side, motocross bikes, Harleys? Are you unhappy with what you're finding out there of your toy getting into what you're looking at? Or maybe it's subpar stuff you're looking at out there. Maybe it's paper wrapped cabinet doors. Maybe it's when you're out in your current toy hauler and it's 95 degrees outside and it's 90 inside and you're so hot, or you can't take water with you when you go hunting in the fall. I mean, there's so many variables out there to what makes a good toy hauler and what doesn't. So Northwood Manufacturing has been building quality, four-season, very durable units since 1993. That's when we jumped on board with them as a dealer, one of their earliest dealers. And I'm going to show you today of why they go so much deeper than everyone else building a toy hauler. I'm Campin' Cass. I always appreciate you guys jumping in and following along with me. I'm with Smith RV in Casper, Wyoming. Would love for you to subscribe to the channel and follow along on this video and future videos to come. All right, guys, let's check this thing out. So we're gonna start with, we got a big patio awning on the campsite, and it is adjustable pitch hardware. So this is great for shade control, water runoff, and that thing really cranks down, so you can really get wild there. So that is super good. Now we do have speakers up top here. They do have lights on them. You can control if you want those on or off with a rocker switch inside this unit. So speaking of that, temperature control, Northwood goes super deep in regards to standard thermal pane, solar reflective windows on this thing. So it's going to definitely beat that sun away. We have R18 batt insulation in the ceiling of this, R15 Astro foil also in the ceiling. Consider a little dead airspace, being they have 5-inch on center radius roof on these things. It's got a ton of insulation. Sidewalls, instead of just batten insulation in the sidewall like most trailers, foam block insulation. It's more dense, it's more consistent, it's a better way to insulate the sidewalls. I also have an aluminum superstructure on this and wood filling in some areas. Let's check out these fender skirts. A lot of these manufacturers out there, the same ones using paper wrapped cabinet doors and such, are the same ones putting ABS, very cheap ABS fender skirts on them. Odds are they haven't even made it off the sales lot brand new before cracking and breaking. Northwood chooses a different route. Very heavy duty, very thick. I've only seen one of these broke ever, so very durable. We have 16-inch wheels on this, so most toy haulers out there are gonna have 15s. So what does it do? Gets it off the ground just a little bit further, and it tows a little bit better. Mud flaps. Who puts mud flaps on trailers? Hardly anyone. You think about that going down the road and you got maybe snow on the road, maybe rain, maybe mud, who knows? I mean, that's keeping the bottom side of the trailer clean as well. So speaking of going down the road, you end up losing a tire. We have metal lined wheel wells on this. It's going to keep that tire from going up inside the coach. Our suspension, Dexter axles on this, shocks on all four wheels. When we get to the other side of the coach, I'm going to point that out because we can see them a lot better. So the ride control of this trailer going down the road is going to be a lot more stable. It's going to keep the contents in the unit a lot more in check opposed to bouncing around, and it's easier on the overall trailer. We have solid steps going up in. Wind resistant door, depending on how fast a wind that is. We got 110 outlets over here. Maybe you brought along a little grill or something. We have an LP outlet. It's up under the apron panel here. And so you can access that pretty easy to plug in a grill and do some cooking. Maybe it's a portable fire pit or something like that. Maybe you're on a fire ban or something and you want to do a propane fire pit that are allowed. All right, coming up here, we do have access through our apron panel, very nice and clean. And we got a long rod that will attach into here to lower down our full-size spare tire. It's not a donut of any fashion, it is full size. Over down low here, inch thick, insulated baggage doors, which is amazing, and great storage in here. Not a pass-through, because we got a power plant on the other side of that thing that I'm going to show you guys. All solid wood, no chipboard. It's 5/8 tongue and groove, front to back flooring in this. Very, very durable, and it's not going to get soft over time like some manufacturers do. I want to point out real quick before we go to the front, we got gutters. We got gutters all over this thing. 4-inch long gutters on all 4 corners, and also our awning rail as well. Anything RV related, you want to get that water away from the coach. All right, let's go to the front of this thing, guys. All right, at the front of the coach, I'm gonna first point out our toy lock. Steel cable with the padlock. Pull that thing out, wrap it around whatever you don't want to walk away while you're maybe taking off to go do something. So that's a great feature to have. Independently switched hitch hookup light, so that's great. 3/4 cap, that's a fiberglass cap. We do have diamond plate down below there, so keep that protected from the stones coming at it. So Northwood has always built their own frames. They're one of the only manufacturers out there that do build their own. A lot of them just contract out to different frame manufacturers. But now they're so proud of their frames and lacking frame issues for so many years, unlike some recently. They're badging that baby the Ironhorse chassis. So nothing's really changed on it, but they putting a name on it now. Extra tall tongue jack. They added a little height to those in the last couple years. Pickups are getting taller these days, so it's great to add a little height to that. Also incorporated in the 7-way holder and safety chain holder there, which is great, so you don't have to lay them on the ground or wrap them around the A-frame. 2 30-pounders inside here. You do have access to those valves as well. So let's check out the rack on this thing. So nice little inset battery rack down below here. You could fit a couple deep cycle 12 volts. You could go 6 volts on that. You got some options there to fit in there. So that's the front. Let's go check out the utilities. All right, on the utility side of the coach, we're going to start with that power plant I was telling you about. Cummins Onan 4000 gas powered generator. So it's a great gen. I mean, that's going to turn everything live in this unit. Outlets, air conditioner, microwave, all at once if you want. Plenty of power to get that done. All right, moving on down. One of my favorite Northwood exclusive deals. I want to talk about their underbelly. I want to talk about their holding tanks on this. So again, when you're shopping those other brands of trailers, guys, get down on your hands and knees and look under here. A lot of these aren't going to look all smooth and clean like that. A lot of them are going to be droopy. A lot of them are going to have tons of expandable foam in random areas and maybe holes in random areas. The other thing you're going to see on those other brands is you're going to see those valves, dump valves, hanging out of the underbelly. You can't really call that a 4-season trailer when you can't dump the holding tanks when it's below freezing. That's kind of your difference. So Northwood has 3 holding tanks. Fresh tank, that's 100 gallons, by the way. That's a ton of fresh water. A gray and a black, all in here, all individually enclosed, all individually heated via the furnace. Now this particular unit, we do have heat pads on it as an option, but we still highly recommend you run that furnace because that's your best way to heat this deal. And again, so your dump valves are enclosed here, and these are our poles for this. So you have your gray, your black, and these are straight poles, guys. So you can go straight through the frame. There's no cables to stretch, no cables to break. You're just going in and out, and it's very sure to last the test of time, where I can tell you right now on other brands of trailers, we're constantly adjusting cable poles or replacing them because they break. So nobody likes that. Okay, let's shuffle down a little bit. Pretty standard outside shower, independently lit light here to do all your stuff in the evenings. We got a black tank flush, city water connection. But now here's where it gets good. We have kind of a little power washer deal on this thing, where we have our own pump inside this little compartment here. You flip that pump on, and you got different settings on this little wand thing here, and you can maybe hose off your machine, maybe hose off your dogs, you know, kids or something. So that is a great extra feature to have. So yes, this does have 2 water pumps on board. Speaking of water-based things, oversized 10-gallon water heater. Most coaches have 6. This is 10. Let's see. Also in here, we have an onboard air compressor. So, man, maybe for one of the toys, maybe your vehicle, maybe the trailer itself maybe needs some air. We have an onboard compressor with a little switch in here. Flip that baby on, and there's a 3-gallon tank on this. That will fill a 33-inch truck tire. So it's not just a gimmick thing. This is real. All right, built-in power cord compartment there. 25-foot power cord on board there. All right, our little switch to go on and off with our fuel station. That's gonna be 40 gallons on board this one. Which, speaking of that, that is just inside this little compartment here, which opens all the way with the ladder up. All right, guys, let's go check out the roof of this thing. Here we're taking a look at our Solex 4 400-watt solar package. Max Air cover over the bathroom fan vent, upgraded air conditioner, and our Northwood big skylight. All right, at the back of the coach, we've got a big ramp door. Obviously it is a toy hauler, so which is nice that it is spring assisted. I'm going to show you that in a minute here. So I mean, it is nicer with 2 people, but it is an easy 1-person operation. Put the door down. We are prepped for a backup camera up top, but we do have like a loading light up there as well, which is super good. So these are nice heavy-duty cam turn with, you can do padlocks in each side, or just use the key lock on them as well. So I'm gonna twist that one around a little bit here. There we go. All right, let's check this out, guys. We have cables on each side. We do take most of our Desert Foxes with the patio kit. Now this is great. It adds another room to your toy hauler. I've seen people backed up to the lake and had this hanging over the water, and they're fishing off these things. They're great for keeping your drunk brother-in-law contained from falling off the deck. That's always helpful. We're gonna go up. Drop that in its place there. Go up with that guy. Swing this over. And then you put those pins back in all of those locations. And voila, you have a patio kit for another room. So we also do have a zip screen. You see that those little straps up top there and the little gray and white? So that is a zip screen. So if you do want to maybe have your patio kit down, maybe you want to keep the bugs out of this thing, just lower that screen down and you know, have a little fresh air going in and out of this while keeping the bugs out. All right, let's go. All right, we're gonna go inside, guys, and check this thing out. All right, welcome to the Desert Fox. So we have lounge chairs here, pedestal table. And so this pedestal is removable. This long table pedestal is removable. And this rollover sofa either makes down into a bed or we roll it up against the wall. Remove our tables, slide our chairs up, and you can fit some very large side-by-sides in here. We've had customers buy these and fit their crew cab Polaris Rangers in these things. There's almost literally nothing that won't fit in here. It's pretty incredible how much room. Northwood also does a really great job of outlining all of their dimensions on their website, and then we have them on smithrv.com as well, where it outlines dimensions of everything in here, top, bottom, and everything. So some great information there. So we got a large flat screen TV. I always like when they make use of space. So the upside is we got some storage in here, some shelving, charging center with 2 USBs and a 12-volt plug. Stereo system, Kenwood stereo system. It's not some no-name cheap stereo system. And it's throughout the entire unit. We got speakers in the bedroom, speakers in here. We've got a subwoofer. You want to do some bumping? You can do some bumping in this thing. All right, AM, FM, Bluetooth player here. We got an amplifier in here. You can see that guy right there. Nothing real crazy there, but got some storage. All right, coming into the back. So this is our bunk above. Now you can pin these in place up at the top, and so they just stay up there, or you can have them set up to actually use as a bunk. We have our opposing convertible sofas down here. So you can sit, you can raise this up obviously a little bit higher so you don't sit like this. You can get a table in the middle here and creates a great eating area. And pending the size of your side-by-side too, so obviously you get this bed that goes all the way to the roof, and then you can actually, roll these down. Sorry, I never showed you the how these look in this into a bed form. So then there's your other bed there. But if you got a really tall side-by-side, you can pull a couple pins on this, raise it up a little bit, and then these bottom beds flat will be against the wall if you're having height restrictions or on getting a side-by-side in here. So it gives you a little extra room. Let's see. Throughout this unit, we have thermostatically controlled, rain sensing, max air fan vents. And there, in the bedroom, and I think the bathroom, we'll have to double check that when we get in there. So you can really flow a lot of air in this thing. So sometimes you even have enough to cool this thing down just from your big fan vents to maybe not even turn on your air conditioner. But if you do need that air conditioner, that's a 15,000 BTU air conditioner, so that is upgraded. Most of them are 13.5. So yeah, that's really great. Let's see, and like I said, guys, you can make this into a bed as well. This is what we call a rollover sofa. Just got to remove this. We got a carpet kit in the bottom here. If you want a little comfort, you have the carpet kit down. You can roll that up though and get that out of the way and have you know, your garage here. So I want to show you too. It's kind of up here a ways. This is, oh boy, about pulled a muscle there, guys. It's a close one. Oh. Getting older. Okay. So Northwood calls that the daylighter skylight. So I opened that because I want to show you the depth of that thing, of how thick the roof is on these things. A lot of people say, well, what does it matter? Again, like I referenced at the start of this video, when it's 95 degrees outside and it's 90 inside those basic trailers, thick roof, lots of insulation, insulated windows, from the windows to the walls. This thing is what's up. Okay, moving on. Furrion 3-burner high output stovetop, oversized oven, LED backlit with temperature kind of gas flowing settings there. You can see that. We got a knife rack backsplash for in case it gets a little crazy in the skillet. We got a microwave now with an air fry setting. It's a wild world, isn't it? All right, solid surface countertops in this thing. Very heavy duty. Pretty standard sink though, nothing crazy, but classic 50/50 stainless. Spice rack. You know, we're gonna keep you connected in here with the 110 outlets and the USB and the USB-C, that new thing. So when we were on the outside, we talked about the heat pads. These are our switches for our heat pads on the tanks. Speaking of the outside, I think I forgot to show you guys the shocks on this, so we will clip in on the end of this and show you the shocks on the bottom of this thing, like we talked about. All right, moving on up into the fridge. 10 cubic foot, 12 volt refrigerator. 2 to 3 hours, and this thing is chilled down. Some cabinet space up top there. But this is great. 2 pantries in this thing, guys. And again, I always talk about Northwood cabinetry, but the stuff is heavy duty. They're thick, they're solid. You don't have the bottom pulling out or whatever flexing as you're trying to open it. Very solid. We can start a band. All right, I forgot to show you this bank of drawers. Again, solid. A little flip down thing there. All right, let's go check out the bathroom next. So going in here, we have porcelain, foot flush. We've got heat in here, right by the toilet where you want it. Space there, some shelving. And yes, we do have another Max Air fan vent in here. So pretty standard shower. We have a screen. You know, these do a great job at keeping the water in the shower where you want it. So I'm 6'3" and just gobs of room on top here. But the other big thing, I want you guys to jump in them showers when you're shopping them trailers. So if you break the tub off the go, you'll know that you're not working with something very solid. Okay, coming out. All right, so nothing too crazy over here. We'll switch for the light. 2 shelves, a 110 outlet with the GFCI on that. Pretty standard sink, towel rack, medicine cabinet. Get a little privacy in here with the accordion, so you can close that baby down. Let's see. So you can kind of catch the angle of our Cathedral arch ceiling by looking at our flat piece with Northwood's very creative artwork there. Our other Max Air fan with again thermostatically controlled, rain sensing, etc., etc. Can catch a little shut eye in as the morning comes up with our blackout shades. Those are slow rise. Let's see. Let's talk mattress real quick. Northwood True Rest mattress. Very good quality mattresses. People hardly replace these things. A lot of them you want to throw away as soon as you get them. So, solid wood, strutted storage. So when we were just up on the roof, we were looking at those two 200-watt solar panels. That gives us our Sol X4 solar package, 400 watts. Our solar controller is down here as well. And this system's addable, so if 400 watts doesn't seem like that's gonna suit your fancy, you can go bigger on that. So you got options. All right. Let's see, what else we got? We got power on both sides of the bed. Both sides, we have 110, we have USBs. I love the fact that you can put, maybe you go to bed, like I always go to bed with a cup of water, you know, it's kind of my deal. And I always want a place to set it. So having somewhere to set that is kind of nice in my opinion. And then you got a little drawer, put some personal belongings. And you got wardrobes on each side. All right, let's go check out those shocks real quick. Sorry, I forgot about them shocks outside. All right, guys, welcome underneath the Desert Fox. So again, shocks on all four wheels. What does that do for you? Again, it helps that coach ride comfortably going down the road, does not jar your contents and the trailer itself out. So shocks on all four wheels, Dexter axles. And again, look at the beauty of this thing under here. Just clean, well put together, no garbage. All right, let's go up and recap this thing. Hey guys, I must ask you a question. What is more important when shopping for a toy hauler? Is it surface level things, LED lights in creative areas, a lot of flash and bang, or something that's going to last the course of time? So that's something that you got to ask yourself and see what suits you best for the long term. But again, if we can help on any level, I'm Camping Cass, I'm with Smith RV in Casper, Wyoming. Please reach out to us. We have an awesome team of people, and we love the product. Again, been a Northwood dealer since '93, long time. So anyways, thanks for coming along today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You'll want to see more videos coming at you. We hit you with the straight, hard truth of what these are, good, bad, and indifferent. So you guys have an awesome day. Thanks for coming along.